everyone, Manova Collectibles here with yet another Hot Toys unboxing and review video. And today we're taking a look at The Mandalorian and Grogu Deluxe version 1/4 scale from The Mandalorian. Guys, a huge shout out to Untitled Toys for sending me this figure. If you want to get this one or any other day one releases, make sure you check them out. I put the link in the description below. Also, if you are new to the channel and you want to check out the latest Hot Toys releases, boxing videos, figure previews, and now 6 scale and filter videos, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification icon so you don't miss anything. Alright guys, enough with the talking, let's start with the unboxing. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright guys, and here we have the packaging, and as you can see, it's a huge box. It's a very huge box. We have a nice helmet of the Mandalorian here in the front with the 1/4 scale logo here. Now let me show you the side of the box, which is pretty much nothing there, just the Star Wars logo there. This is the back with all the crescent warning, small pieces, do not eat it. Now let me show you the other side of the box. Same thing, Disney logo and the Star Wars logo, and that's basically it. Alright guys, so now let me open this up and show you pretty much everything this figure comes with. And the first thing is this small insert art with a nice picture of the Mandalorian and Grogu, you can see. And let me tell you something guys, this figure comes with a lot of accessories, and that base, my god, is the money making. Now let me show you in detail how you'll see it in the packaging. We have Grogu, additional health sculpt, we have the figure itself with a bunch of plastics. Underneath we have a couple layers, which is going to be the accessories and the base, and that's basically it. Alright guys, so now what I'm going to do next is take everything out and take a closer look at the accessories. Alright guys, and here we have all the accessories, and yes, I'm going to divide it in 2 sections. So this is the first section. As you can see, we have this nice tube, if you will. This is something that you can connect with the cannon, very nicely painted. Now it is very flexible but also very delicate. Just be careful when you handle this, and those are the connectors that you can put on that piece right there. Now then we have this huge cannon, and let me tell you, it looks metallic, but it is not. It is plastic. Everything here is plastic, nicely painted here on the side. You can see the cannon with all the details. Love the weathering as well as the paint application, especially in the front, because it does look badass. It is huge, a bit heavy as well. This is the other side, pretty similar to the other side, nicely painted as well, some weathering, some scratches, and of course the handles on the side. And this is the bottom piece where you can connect that tube there. And this is the front, looking awesome with a bunch of mechanical features there. And that's basically it for this one. Now this diorama comes with 2 pieces. This is one of them, and as you can see, you have some wreckage, looking really nice with these cables there. Love the paint application and the design. A lot of scratches going on the side, and of course the front. This is a very mechanical look, if you ask me. Now these 2 holes there are connectors, so you can put it and attach it on top of the badass base. But as you can see, love the design and the detail throughout this particular piece. And now the other thing, and this is kind of heavy as well, but the other base, this one here, is the selling point of this figure, if you ask me. I really like the fact that we have this huge base and you can connect that in there. You see the Mandalorian logo in the front with Star Wars The Mandalorian, right? Very nicely painted. Now we have IG-11 blasted, and you can see the plastic piece hanging out. I really like it. These pieces are movable, so you can rotate it if you want. Looking really nice, and you can see the detail. A lot of things going on, especially with these mechanical pieces. Love this design. Now then we have this helmet, and the good news is that you can actually remove it. And as you can see, looks awesome. Very nice paint application on the side, very rusty type of material, looking awesome. This is the back, and of course the front. Now underneath you have this little hole that you can actually put on top of the Mandalorian. And don't worry, I'm gonna show you how this looks with this helmet in the accessory section, so don't miss it out. Underneath we have something that is really painful to me, which is the battery compartment, and of course the on and off switch. It is a challenge, to be honest, to install the batteries, but you get there. You're right, you get there. Batteries not included, so you need to buy batteries on the side. If you have spare ones to use, by all means you can. Light up feature is very nice. You can see IG11 lights up, and that's a huge plus. And of course underneath you can see the light. Now this is the bottom of the base, pretty much plain, and then this piece here, this is where you can connect the huge cannon, especially, you know, when you put the other piece on top of the base. And that's basically it for this awesome diorama base. And last but not least, we have this awesome Pram here, and I really like the paint application. You can see it is like an egg pretty much. You can see the inside, and now that piece here, this is very soft material, so it's a good thing. Love the vibrant red or orange, maybe I'm daltonic, who knows. But this is the side of the Pram. You can see some scratches there. Love the paint application. Again, you know, it is it will do the job just fine, but a lot of things going on, especially it looks like it's weathered nicely. This is the bottom, a lot of details as well, and that's basically it. And of course you can close this, open it and close it at, you know, whatever you want. So it does look nice in my opinion, and that's basically it for this beautiful accessories, especially when you put Grogu inside. Alright guys, so now let me show you the part 2 of the accessories, because it is a lot. Then we have all this, and this is the Mandalorian and Grogu's accessory. So now let me show you the long rifle, and this is very similar to the 1/6 scale Mandalorian, either the OG or the Beskar. You can see nicely painted, and of course this is a bigger scale, so the details are gonna be more noticeable, if you will. Love the paint application, the side and the front, nicely painted, especially that bluish color in the front. Then you can detach this little piece right here, and I love the detail. You can see some plastic inside, so it will give you the illusion that this is actually a functional. And that's basically it for this long rifle. Love the handle, and of course this strap here, that it is magnetic, so you can connect it to the actual figure, so that's a huge plus. This piece here, magnetic, a huge plus if you ask me. You don't have a peg like the 1/6 scale figure. Now for the next one, we have this grappling hook, and it does look nice. You can see the front nicely painted silver and blue, and of course the wire, if you will. It is one plastic piece. Alright guys, so now for the next one, I'm going to show you this little light up feature, and I love this. This is something that you can connect on the Mandalorian's helmet, so it does have the on and off switch here. So let me just turn this on, and as you can see, pretty bright. So I'm very happy with the light up feature here. It comes with 3 batteries, so you can actually install it there, and that's basically it for this one. Then we have this, I guess, I don't know, this is a control probably for a detonator, but you can see the plastic pieces there. Now this little piece here, you can actually move it up and down, and that's a huge plus because it is a nice gimmick. Then we have this plastic piece on the top, and of course on the bottom, and as you can see, nicely painted silver with 2 triangles, you know, facing down. Then we have this dagger, and let me tell you guys, I love the weathering on this one. You can see a lot of things going on, and it's very sharpy, so just be careful, because you know, you don't want to cut yourself. This is the side of the handle, and of course the blade, and boom, I'm gonna stick it on my hand. But yeah, you can't do that. Don't, please don't. Now let me show you this here. I guess this is the tracker. You can see the light. I love this weathering on top of this, and especially those little wires as well. I love it. You know, it looks very realistic to me. So that's the button, and that's basically it. Now for the next one, we have the Beskar. So this is the money. This is the Beskar piece with Imperial logo, nicely painted. Obviously it is plastic, but honestly it does look like metal, so it was nicely painted. And you know, that's basically it for this one. Now then we have this piece, which is very similar to the one that comes with a 1/6 scale figure. You can attach that on the gauntlet to give you the impression that he's throwing some flames. Love the weathering, paint application is nicely done. Okay guys, so let's move on to the other accessory. This is the bag, so you can actually put Grogu inside, and I love the material, very soft, and as you can see, you have a lot of room to wiggle, so you can put the figure Grogu inside and just do some cute poses. You can put this on Mandalorians as well, and don't worry, again, I'm gonna show you Mando fully loaded in the posing segment. Then we have this blanket here, which I'm probably gonna use it to clean my glasses, and I'm kidding. But it does look nice, soft material. It will do the job just fine. All right, continue with this huge amount of accessories. We have this flame effect, and I actually like this one much better than the 1/6 scale. It looks nice, in my opinion. You can see the nice orange yellowish color, and of course the bottom part which you can connect in the gauntlet. Alright guys, so now taking a look at the jetpack, nicely painted as well. Love this metallic color. You can see the bottom, which are not movable, or maybe they are. Mine are stiff, so I don't want to break it, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. Then this is the side, this is the back, which is magnetic, huge plus in my opinion. And then this top piece, which is not removable, so don't even attempt because you might break it. And guys, if you're still watching this video, please don't forget to like, because liking this video helps a lot. And of course, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future Hot Toys releases. Alright guys, continuing with the accessory section here, we have this pistol. And as I mentioned before, this is a 1/4 scale, so you have more room to play around. And as you can see, there's a lot of details going on in this, every accessory that so far I've been showing you guys. So this is the pistol, you can see the side, you can see the top, the handle, nicely done. Alright guys, so now let's move on to this little, piece here, which is something that Grogu plays all the time. You can see nice blue paint application, and of course a little hole at the bottom. And that's basically it for this little ball. Then we have this color here with the Mandalorian piece. Love the paint application. The silver color is nicely done, and of course this little wire here that you can actually put on Grogu's neck. Then we have this awesome little head sculpt, and let me tell you guys, I think Hot Toys did a really good job with this particular head sculpt. Love the detail. Now, yes, we can argue that those gaps on the ears are not the best, but I can live with that. I can live with that, especially because this is removable, so that's a feature that is welcome, right? Maybe not the best, but I think it will do the job just fine. So I'm not gonna complain. I'm very happy with the design of this head sculpt. Then we have these removable ears, which, as I showed you before, you can put on Grogu's head sculpt, either this one or the one that came originally. So this is the back, and of course the front nicely painted. Then we have 4 hands for Grogu, and this is a huge thing. You can see a lot of details going on, especially those little nails, and of course the palm of the hand, looking really, really nice if you ask me. And this is one of them, and of course you have 3 more and 4 total. Alright guys, and last but not least, we have 5 hands rather, for Mando. So let me show you 2. You can see nicely done. Love the design on the gloves, and of course the wrinkles. You can see a lot of wrinkles going on those gloves, and that's basically it. Alright guys, so now let's take a closer look at the figure. And here we have Mando and Grogu, and very first impression, obviously very positive, simply because it is Mando and Grogu. Let me get my tape and see how tall these figures actually are. And my tape is telling me that Mandalorian is about 18, almost 19 inches tall, and Grogu 4 inches tall. Small little fella. Now taking a closer look at the figure itself, you guys can see all the details going on, especially in the helmet. Love the paint application. I think the size of the helmet is actually pretty accurate, right? Yes, we can argue that it's not chrome enough, but it is what it is. This piece here you can remove on the side of the helmet. This is the back. A lot of weathering going on, especially on the edges, looking really, really nice. Then this is the other side, and this piece here is not removable, so don't even try. And of course the front, and last but not least, the top of the helmet, looking really, really nice. And don't worry, I'm going to show you with the other helmet from the base. Now we have this front piece here, has a velcro on the shoulder pads, and of course you can see those bullets, and this one here looks amazing. Love the design. Again, it's a velcro. I'm not going to take it out because I don't want to break it. And you can see the gauntlet here with more details going on, nicely weathered and painted. Now these little bullets here, you can take it out if you want, so just be careful when you handle this, because you might miss one. Now this is the other side, which this piece here can be removed, and you can add the other piece I showed you before. And of course we have these detonators here, which are magnetic, and that's a huge plus. And you can see the details at the bottom as well, so very happy with the attention to detail on this one. Now this piece, you can move it up and down, so just be careful. This is the front, and of course the legs with this nice Beskar armor. You can see the bottom of the chin guards with some bullets, and of course nicely painted and weathered. And last but not least, the boots. Love the paint application, but the only problem is the articulation on the feet, and don't worry, I'm gonna show you the articulation later in the video. Right, so continuing with the other side, you can see the bottom of the feet, which is very clean. And I don't know how this guy is so clean, because he walks in the desert. So go figure. This is the other side, looking really nice as well. Now this piece here you can actually remove, and that's a huge plus. This is the back of the figure, and of course you can see Mando's booty. Then you can see this armor piece right there with those dents and scratches, and I love it. Now it is very consistent, the paint application and the weathering, and I love that. This piece here is magnetic, and you can attach it same way you did with the 1/6 scale figure. So you can put the rifle throughout the hole in the cape and it will hold just fine. Then we have this strap here with this little piece that you can actually move it up and down, and of course the cape with a bunch of holes, a bunch of stuff going on. Love the material, is very soft. I would want this to be wired. I don't know why they didn't. They've done so much really good job with the figure. Now let's do some articulation, shall we? For the head, you can move it up this much, down this much, to the sides this much, not bad. For the arm, you can lift it for about this much, and it is ratchet joints, some swivel here on the biceps. You can lift it forward for about this much, and of course you can do it back for about this much, maybe more. You can try if you want. Now you can bend the elbow about this much, and of course the classic peg articulation on the hand, so really not bad. Now for the torso, this is a bit challenging because it is one solid piece, so you can do some up crunch and some swivel, not that much because of the armor. But now for the legs, ratchet joints as well. You can, you know, move the thighs about this much, lift it forward, again ratchet joints, back for about this much, and you can bend the knee for about this much, and last but not least, you can move the feet up and down, but really not too much swivel. So I'm kind of surprised that they didn't do that. Maybe mine's stiff, but honestly I don't want to break it. And that's basically it. Alright guys, so now let me show you Grogu here, and this little fella looks adorable. And as you can see, the whole figure is actually very nicely done. Love the cloth, love the tunic, the health scope looking awesome as well. This is the second health scope. Remember, you can change it if you want with the first one I show you in the accessory section. This is the top, and of course the ears that are also removable, so you can play around with a bunch of options you have for the ears. Now I'm not too happy with the decision because those gaps I'm not too fan of, but it will do the job just fine. Very soft material, the tunic is very soft. You can see underneath how this little fella is built. Now you can move the feet up and down, as you can see. Love the paint application on the nails. And this is the arms, which is a peg, so you can remove these hands. Now for the body itself, you can actually do any swivel or up crunch, because again it is one solid piece, but the arms and legs you can actually articulate very nicely. Now you can see the front, and of course Grogu, he looks adorable, to be honest with you. So you can see the legs, you can move it up and down, those chicken legs, and that's basically it. Alright guys, so now let's do some comparisons. And here we have a Beskar Mando next to 1/4 scale Mando, and as you can see, obviously the 1/4 scale is way bigger. Detail wise, pretty similar, a few differences rather, in the knees, and of course the armor on the leg. And last but not least, we have Grogu 1/4 scale versus Grogu 1/6 scale, and as you can see, both look adorable. I love the 1/4 scale. I think it's a much better option. Alright guys, enough of the comparison, let's do some poses. Alright guys, my final thoughts about this figure is actually very positive. And starting with the likeness, I think this is a really good representation of the Mandalorian and Grogu. Now, I really like the paint application of the armor. I love the details on Grogu. The only thing that we can argue is those ears. I'm not 100% sure, but you know what? It does the job just fine. Now, this figure comes with a lot of accessories, and that to me is the selling point, especially that awesome badass base. A lot of details going on with IG-11, with the helmet. You have a light up feature. You can put so much going on in that base. Now, the articulation is actually pretty good. The only complaint I have is the articulation on the feet, because I think it's a bit limited, but nevertheless, you can really pull nice poses with this figure. And because of that, my final score is 9 out of 10. And if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Also guys, don't forget to follow me on my Instagram and Facebook group 6Scale Media for anything related 1/6 figures, both links in the description below. And as always, be well and see you around in the next video.